Now
Jesus Christ.
recording.
That is terrifying, dude. Just now recording.
Hello, Greg.
Recording what? Me sleep?
Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the Game Turtles podcast. I am your host for this week 6. Joined with me are Morb and Blade.
Hey.
What's up?
Alright, we talked about this, Blade. You need to start talking more.
I do talk.
No, you
need
don't.
to speak up.
Yeah, put your back into it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hopefully this time we got the video to record in the background. If
Yes,
not,
hopefully.
then we're about to sound really fucking stupid. We don't have a stand-in for Blade. And it's on a different world than last week. Not that anyone would notice. You know, because Blade fucked up the video.
Exactly. He really did, though.
Ha ha ha.
I don't think we have any new things going on with us, do we?
Potentially the business cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So potentially as in yes, we're going to once we get it. Business cards gonna come out. You'll be able to see it right now through FX and Collectibles. Probably Tronics. We need to ask them first. I don't know if anyone else asked.
Possibly.
We need to ask. Yeah, but most likely they'll say yes. Either way, all these 3 locations as of now. So you ever go over there, pick up a business card, make a reservation.
Yeah.
To bless you.
If you're one of our local viewers, just pop on into Tronics or FX Games.
Yes.
They keep
local.
physical live.
Yeah.
Sorry, anyone else not in local Texas. Sorry.
We're all about keeping things physical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shut up, Blade, not you. You haven't even
Okay.
gotten Minecraft working.
You know what?
You're a disappointment.
I'm crippled by technical difficulties.
That's a lie.
I'm limited by the technology of my time.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah. Any American Psycho fans? Feel free to correct Blade. It's Dorcia, not Dorcia.
Yeah.
It is Dorcia. And
It's Dorcia.
It's Dorcia.
It's Dorcia.
Dorcia.
Sorry.
Well, to anyone that's gonna watch this, just leave your comments down below, or if y'all are on Spotify, just
I think
make
Spotify
sure to bring
has
that.
comments.
Well, make sure to comment there whether it's Dorcia or Dorcia.
Dorcia. Remember to tell Blade to fuck off.
Not that last part.
No, yeah, tell him. He reads all the comments and he takes them to heart.
Yeah.
That's why he sounds depressed all the time.
You know how many hate comments I have to siphon through?
All of them from me and Morb.
Yep.
So, let's get started here then.
Yep.
I'll start it off. We've spoken about a few weeks ago the SAG strike that's going on for over AI rights in games. Something along those lines, right?
Yeah.
So this sort of touches on that. Amazon Game CEO I may not have written down his entire name. I think it's Christopher Hartman, or it might just be Christoph Hartman. Believes bringing AI into game development is still a good idea because games, quote, don't have acting, unquote. When asked about the current SAG strike, Hartman said, I got to be careful what it is, what I say here, because we are a big company and have to deal with all those organizations. So I don't really want to get in the middle of it, but when we talk about AI, first of all, hopefully it will help us to have new gameplay ideas, which has nothing to do with taking work away from anyone. And especially for games, we don't really have acting. The majority of the team sits in programming, and that's not going to go away because that's all about innovation. If it takes something, it will be really the boring parts, end quote. So, I don't know. To me, that's like, not like there is acting in games. Like, obviously, voice acting, and then
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
know some games have mocap in it too,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
cutscenes and all. And I think some things in during gameplay. So it just seems
Mhm.
like he's a little out of touch here.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
I can see AI being a good game development tool for like maybe like finding bugs, I would say.
Or upscaling like stuff, upscaling or doing graphical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it being useful for that, but anything else really not much AI would I don't see AI really working that well. I don't know, what do you guys think on that?
Honestly, oh, you going first, Morb?
No, you can go ahead. You need to speak more.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. I, you know, like you said, that guy really is out of touch. Especially, like I said right a while ago. AI would be useful for like upscaling or doing little graphical enhancements. Once you replace the voice actor along with like mocap stuff, you sort of take the soul out of a game. Because what really brings a soul to a good game is the amount of effort that the voice actors put along with their performances. Yes, it may not like be your traditional Hollywood film where you see Tom Cruise just jumping around. Don't sue me, Church of Scientology. But AI AI simply, to put it, it doesn't have the soul that any person can put in a performance in anything. So that's all I really had to say on the matter. That AI is really just best for doing like little graphical enhancements to upscale stuff. But other than that, if to the ones that want to like use AI to replace voice actors or actors, no, you're just taking the soul out of a game. It's essentially just another. It's really just a copy,
Mm.
a soulless copy.
Well
That's
said.
all I have to say.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing what Blade said, it's just a soulless copy. You should only really ever use it just to fix things or whatnot, not use it for actors and whatnot. Like, you really do just take the soul out of the game. You might be playing the game and then, you just don't really feel like it's like an actual game or whatever. But same thing was what, they really shouldn't, but only for just graphical enhancements
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Nothing else for actors and whatnot.
I agree. And I'm being replaced by AI right now.
Yeah, folks, this just in. Welcome to the first episode of the Game Turtles AI podcast.
I've always wanted to be replaced.
Oh, calm down.
Shut up.
See? You have a soul after all.
Do we? Well said, Morb. Well said. So, anyone else have anything to say on this topic
No, I'm pretty good.
before
Pretty
we
good.
put our soulless cash grab in?
Pretty much it for me.
All right. Passing the buck on to you, Blade. Oh, hey, here's his stand-in. It's gonna be
Oh.
this.
I'm next. Okay.
It's gonna be this
Well,
black sheep. I just colored it black.
Well, this little bit of news, it's really old news, but, I couldn't really pack it in all last week. But Microsoft is in talks to bring back delisted Marvel games. A new rumor has arose with the claim that Xbox is trying to relicense their Deadpool, obviously the Activision game, and the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1+2. This rumor was first sparked after the latest episode of the Xbox Era podcast where Special Nick spilled some details about Deadpool and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. His claim was that Xbox is trying to go through the process to relicense the Xbox One ports of Deadpool and Marvel Ultimate Alliance to the Xbox X/S consoles, I believe, and PC. These are just obviously these are really just rumors. Take it as you will, but the possibility is high, especially after Deadpool and Wolverine's box office success. So it would obviously make some small bit of sense for Xbox to want to try and cash in on this Marvel wave right now. So, what better way to do it than relicense your Deadpool and Marvel video games? So, I guess, well, this is really possibly just a developing story, so we'll see down the line. What are y'all's thoughts?
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm
Um,
hoping that they do that. I really do. Hopefully for bringing back delisted Marvel games. Just so you know, it's expensive trying to get those games. Like even nowadays, like the Deadpool one that just recently got cut off or whatever from Steam and whatnot. Of course, right now you can see like even like the physical ones are going for well above like $100 and whatnot. But I really do hope that they bring it back because I mean like no offense, I don't really want to be spending like over 100 just for that game. No offense, but
None taken.
just
No
me.
one wants to spend like an arm and leg
Yeah.
just for a single copy of a video game.
and it's good that they want to bring back some delisted Marvel games or like delisted games in general too.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, not everyone's fortunate enough to keep physical alive. They gotta get some things digital, and I see it as kind of a middle ground here. If you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, they're trying to bring back, delisted things rather than keep it faded away into obscurity. And the only way to really play them is just to, like Morb said, spend good amount of money just trying to find the game.
Yeah. Also, I accidentally killed your stand-in right after introducing it.
I guess that means I'm fired. Okay.
It means we're replacing you with AI.
Oh boy. With that being said, do y'all have any more thoughts?
I never have a single thought in my head.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Nope, nothing here.
Well, with that being said, I'm going to pass the mic off to you, Morb.
All right. So many of you have maybe you have seen it. This just came out like literally yesterday. But if any of you ever follow for VR specifically, MetaQuest 3, new game of course is coming out in October named Batman Arkham Shadows. Just yesterday they released a trailer for it. The last trailer we got for it was just it teasing the name and then it's saying it's gonna be a VR game on MetaQuest 3. Now, right now it's just a trailer right now and you get to see gameplay and whatnot. There's even like there's a person on YouTube or whatever. He was able to experience it at GameCon. And of course he gave his opinion on it, and of course if you want to watch his opinion, go over there and watch it. But pretty much it's a trailer for it, and honestly I am really excited for it. This is a completely different VR game from the PSVR one, Arkham Knight. That one, to me, that one you felt more as a detective playing Batman. You were more of a detective role in that game. Wow, in this game, I'm pretty sure you'll be a detective, but also you're actually doing the combats and whatnot. You're actually fighting the enemies and whatnot in this VR game. Is it actual story rather than the other one just being just like a short, like I would say like an hour or so gameplay or whatever? Just like a short like introduction to VR. So if I remember correctly, our Arkham Knight VR game that was like just for the introduction of the PSVR. So of course it wasn't gonna be a lot of hours playing it, but for this one, it is. There's gonna be at least a lot of hours. There should. I mean, you're able to fight enemies and whatnot. It should be. I'd say at least like, depending on what they're gonna do with the story. That's also another thing that I'm worried about. I don't know what they're gonna do with the story. Uh, I don't know what they're gonna do. Hopefully, if it's good, but you know, who knows? No one really. Well, yeah, either way, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much it. What are you guys' thoughts on it?
Oh, I this I actually saw the trailer earlier today.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I obviously I don't own a VR headset, so
Hmm.
I'm probably just going to be limited to watching videos on YouTube. But it's always a pleasant surprise to see more Arkhamverse Batman, especially after how he was handled in
Yeah.
the Kill the Justice League game. Oof, don't want to talk about that. But it's always a welcome surprise to see it. And personally, I believe, like, say you don't know when the story will take place. I believe it's probably going to be middle of Origins and Asylum, because if
Ah,
this is
maybe.
probably just his earlier stuff before he went big. So who knows?
Who knows? I mean,
I'm sure it'll be
it could be
packed with
after.
all sorts of references.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping it would be like after night, when he uses Scarecrow's as toxin to scare people, to scare the bad guys and
Unfortunately,
whatnot.
more
Yeah,
it
I know.
it seems the only definitive ending will be Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
So it's like
But
for
yeah,
sure a continuation of the Arkham Batman series.
Right
well,
now I'm looking at the trailer, and I have no clue. I mean,
let's
I mean, you
story-wise,
guys know I'm not a big fan of anything DC, especially Batman related.
wow,
But I've
that
played a
hurts.
bit of the Arkham games, and I do like them. They're pretty fun. So hopefully it is continuation, and they do it justice, unlike Kill the Justice League, as Blade said, his favorite game of all time.
totally.
You
Yeah,
heard
it's
it here, folks.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate that Kevin Conroy wasn't really he didn't really live long enough to see this. But I enjoyed Roger Craig Smith's performance in Origins. He played a pretty decent young, brutal Batman.
Hmm.
But yeah, I hope
But
eventually this leads to.
uh, that's pretty much it for me. We're going.
No, I'm pretty. That said everything.
Well, that's pretty much it. Comes out in October of this year, so y'all have a MetaQuest 3. Definitely should check it out. But either way, with that, pass it on to 6.
Ah, me again. This is
Yeah.
unfortunate timing. Okay, so this next thing comes out. Obsidian is targeting a baseline of 30 FPS on Avowed, their fantasy RP. I think we talked about Avowed before, something else about it. Have we?
Think so, maybe.
Yeah. That was the one where I believe I reported that they were delaying it to like 2025 to give
Ah,
more people like
right.
backlog space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they are shooting for a baseline of 30 FPS instead of, most games now standard 60. Uh, even on the Xbox series of consoles, explaining that it's in order to facilitate fancier visuals, VFX, lighting, all that. And because it is a first-person single-player game, you don't really. One of the developers said you don't necessarily need 60 frames per second in a single-player first-person game.
Hmm.
It is a trade-off they opted to make relatively early. Uh, Art director Matt Hansen said. It's a trade-off we opted to make relatively early, and we're really happy with that. The game's running pretty smooth for how visually dense it is, and that was always our goal. And they are still figuring out the performance of it, and it's one of the last things to do, Hansen said. So, I know a lot of people are very picky, I want to say. Can't really say the other word I want to use. People are very picky when it comes to what frames their games run in, like, 60, 120. So, it's kind of a big move for Obsidian to just say, hey, we're going to put this in 30 FPS, deal with it, It's
Yeah.
it's their game after all. They can make it how they want, and I fully respect that choice. I mean, I honestly never notice a difference whenever a game's like running at like 60 or 30 FPS. I just, I play to have fun. I don't play to,
Yeah.
you know, throw a fit
Yeah.
about how a game's running.
As long as it runs well, I don't care. I'm playing the game. Long as it runs well.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, we're playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
I could give less of a shit about graphics. What do you guys think about this?
Honestly, it's a bold move to say the least. Everyone else being very picky about a certain game having 60 or hitting 120 frames per second. So 30 is it's a bold move indeed. But like you said, it is their game. I'm sure maybe down the line, some point, they'll say, hey, we're going to implement a patch to just have 60 frames per second.
I could even
But
see it just being like a visual mod that some people make,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a bold move, but in the end, I'm sure the game's going to be good regardless of the frames per second, because that's what really matters. Is the game good or not, or does it work?
Yeah. And there are always going to be those game journalists that say the game is complete dog shit because it runs at 30 frames per second instead of 60.
Yeah, obviously there's
Looking
always
at
going to be
IGN.
those. There's always going to be those types, but in the end, just play the game, and if you enjoy it, well, you got your money's worth.
Exactly.
But that's my thoughts.
I mean,
Mob.
same here with Blade. You know, pretty much what he said, but also just like, honestly, I really don't care, especially since it's just for a single player game. Like, it's just 30 FPS. You can get over that. It's just single
Yeah.
player. I mean, like, it's not gonna
Yeah.
take much to come in other than just, of course, it's just 30 FPS. It's not 60 or whatever, but it really don't matter. It's just 30 FPS, man. You'll do fine. It won't be the end of the world, all right? But I mean, it's pretty much. And of course, someone could mod it or whatever to put 60, whatever. But it really just don't matter, It really doesn't matter. Like, I don't see like the downside of it for me.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I don't see it, because I mean, it's just FPS. At the end of it all, it's literally just the FPS. I really could care less.
Like games are good regardless of how they look. Entirely because of the story or the gameplay that goes into it.
Just don't be like Ubisoft. Release a partially broken mess, then give the most worst compensation.
Yeah, don't do that.
Are you talking about the new Siege operator?
No, I'm talking about the new Star Wars game.
Oh, Outlaw.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the new Siege operator for a second.
But that's something I'll talk about later. But that's just a little teaser.
Little teaser.
Pretty sure that's what they said about the new operator too.
Shut the fuck up.
Professor X.
Don't remind me.
Uh, if that's everything you guys had, I'll pass it off to Blade.
Oh boy,
Talk about the Siege
I'm
operation.
gonna rattle off four titles, and I want y'all to guess what are they have in common. Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush, Pentiment, and Grounded.
All Xbox first-party exclusives.
That were brought over to PlayStation just earlier this year.
You know, we
You
should
know,
get on Sea of Thieves. Just saying.
you
I'm
know,
done.
there was much buzz about how this move that Xbox made was a bad decision and how it would essentially be a nail in the coffin for them. But it begins that this decision has begun to bear some bit of fruit. According to Windows Central, as per their trusted sources, they have claimed that Sea of Thieves has reportedly surpassed 1 million sales on PlayStation and has likely grown exponentially since the time of this report. This
Sounds
is
about
quite
right
the
to me.
achievement, given how the game really just came out April 30th and would eventually top the most downloaded game charts on the PS5 in May in the US, Canada, and EU regions. And you know, with this success of Sea of Thieves on the PS5, it definitely opens up more doors for more first-party games to come over to the PlayStation. Obviously, we've seen the first one, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which was originally going to be an Xbox-only title, but found out at Gamescom it would eventually be on PS5 in spring of 2025. So, with that being said, you know, I'm glad to see Sea of Thieves and also Hi-Fi Rush have some success on PlayStation. Definitely, you know, I don't know any of our viewers' stance on the console wars, but think of it like this:
You
if
got more
Xbox
games to play with the boys.
if Xbox does essentially this decision's really going to help them dig them out of the hole that they've dug for quite a while. Yes, many may think it's not a good move because then it really makes it more limited to PlayStation being the only thing. But hell, if it's produced this much of a benefit for Sea of Thieves and shown that making it a multi-console exclusive can really knock up them numbers. But you know, down the line we'll see what else they decide to bring over. Fingers crossed, Gears of War. What are y'all's thoughts?
I mean, that is more games for us to play. Sea of Thieves. We need to get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already have the ship ready to go. We just need you to get your lazy ass on your fucking PlayStation.
Well,
Am I right, Moab?
Yep. He's right.
But yeah, that's all I got.
what about you, Morb?
I mean, hey, an Xbox game that finally comes over PlayStation, it's gonna do well, always. At least I hope.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it would always do well, and I'm glad it's doing well too. Cause of course, as I said before, it was my number one Xbox game I wanted on PlayStation, and now it's already been here, and of course, they've reached over already 1 million, and that just shows how much people wanted to play the game but never had an Xbox and couldn't. So, but all in all,
Yeah.
I'm glad for it, and hopefully more Xbox games coming over to PlayStation.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves 2.
Sea of Thieves.
Down the line, I guess we'll see what other games Xbox decides to bring over.
Well,
But with that being
Sea of Thieves.
with that being said, I'm gonna pass off the mic to Morb.
All right, so
Morb said Sea of Thieves.
yeah, so PlayStation, all you PlayStation users out there, and all you to use the PlayStation Stars if you use it, but to any of you who do, which you should, either way, anyone that uses it, they're changing they're updating their terms of service for PlayStation Stars. that you must accept if you want the rewards and whatnot. But in this year, in October, new points that you will earn will start to expire 12 months from the date at which you purchase. So whatever, however much points you get from purchasing like PlayStation Plus or whatever game, you have 12 months from the date you bought it until it expires. And then any points you have right now prior to October 24th, that's when it will be effective. October 24th, that's when it will be effective. But any points prior to that, it would expire at the end of the month, and then plus additional 24 from the date at which they appeared on your balance. So you get an extra 24 months from stuff you have before the 24th. Then what also is, they'll also update it again in next year of March the 1st, which will exclude all payments, initial review. Points will no longer be earned if you bought PlayStation Plus. So for instance, like for me, I have PlayStation Plus, just the normal essential one, and of course I gain points for it. But once it hits March 1st of next year, 2025, you can no longer earn points for that, which kind of sucks. And especially what they're doing right now with the points being expired, because I am telling you right now, for me, I've been saving my points for a long ass time, and fucking the rewards for it. Some of the stuff I'm like, yeah, I can definitely reach. Like for instance, like if I check right now, I think I can get like $20 right now for using my star points right now. But either way, there's some stuff where for PlayStation's star rewards, those are like just like you have to spend a lot. Like for instance, you can get what's the name of it? Stellar Blade. You can get it for 17,500 points, star points. If you spend a lot, you can get, of course, that you can get the game for free, pretty much, with all that. But that's just a lot, and especially since in October 24th they're gonna be expiring points, which is to me that's just really stupid because it's gonna take a while just to collect points. Like right now, I just have 7,000. So right now, I can either just buy currency, buy Cuphead DLC, or $20 or $5. But still, though, it's just that's just dumb that they're just fucking doing that now for the points, and especially since for not being able to get any points for PlayStation Plus. But what are you guys' thoughts on it?
Is this sort of like a, I don't know if it's a similar system, but if you have Game Pass and like you open up certain games, like if I were to open Minecraft for like the first time this month, I'd get like a certain amount of reward points that I could use,
Yes,
like earning
there are
achievements too.
yeah, there are some stuff where like for instance you have to play a certain game or whatever, and you can get either the gold points, but there are some that are there for the star points, but mostly it's for like collectibles.
Ah,
Like collectibles, and then like within like the PlayStation app, you can like show off your collectibles. You can put it up on a shelf, pretty much just saying, "Look, I did this achievement by playing Minecraft, for instance."
oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
sort of the same system, but not entirely similar. Yeah, Xbox has a thing.
yeah,
You get
yeah.
reward points. You could put it in for sweepstakes or get like a certain amount of
Mhm.
points. You get like a month of Game Pass or like a $10, $5 gift card. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, yeah. There's a $5 and then a $20. But of course, you got to use your star points. But either way,
Oh.
yeah, very much.
So they're doing away with the points, right?
Yeah. So whatever you purchase, you have 12 months before it disappears.
That's
That's
actually it's that actually sucks.
I
But
mean,
yeah, that actually does suck. You accumulate. You're trying to accumulate all these points, only for the rug to get ripped out from under you.
yeah, because especially sucks because like, of course, like Stellar Blade, a brand new game that came out like a few months ago. So it's 17 points. That's gonna take a while because it does take a while to gain your points and whatnot. You won't get like 1,000. The most you can get is like, for instance, what is it? What is the most I've gotten? The most I've gotten is 195. That's the most I've gotten just for buying something. But either way, it will take a while though. That's just my downside about they're just doing the effect because it will just take time. It just will. Unless you're gonna be buying from the store left and right, but I mean, it's just
Gotta
gonna
be
take a
rich
while.
for that.
Yeah, really sucks though that they're doing that.
Gotta be
Yeah.
blade.
It's dumb that they're doing away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll reverse their decision, but that in the end, the ball's really in their court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, only time will tell. Hopefully they change it. But
Fingers crossed.
Crossed. Hey,
You owe me a Coke.
no.
Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. So, pass it on to 6.
Woo! Here's my last thing.
Let's
This
go.
This one may be a little long. I'm not sure. Because this is something I pulled up a few hours ago because I saw something about it. So, as you know, Bungie has an upcoming reboot of their game Marathon, and back in March they replaced the game director with Joe Ziegler, the former director of Riot's Valorant game. He joined Bungie in 2022. Ziegler took over from Christopher Barrett, who's well known among the fans as a designer and director on Halo and Destinies. And he's been with the studio since, let me see here, I think it was 1999. So he's been there for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And back whenever he got replaced, and then a month later he left Bungie, there was no real reason why stated. But according to a report from... God, I lost my place where I was reading. According to a report from Bloomberg, he was fired following an investigation into multiple complaints about inappropriate workplace behavior. At least 8 women at Bungie complained about Barrett. And multiple sources and the investigation found that he called lower-ranking female employees at Bungie attractive, asked them to play Truth or Dare, and talked about his wealth and status within the company, giving the suggestion that he could help their careers. And this is all from a PC Gamer website. Sources told the site that Barrett would befriend women at the company, then send them flirtatious text messages and requests to hang out. Multiple complainants said the messages were unwanted and made them uncomfortable because of the extreme imbalance of power involved, like, mentor-mentee type relationship. And Barrett denied any intentional wrongdoing in a statement provided to Bloomberg, quoting, "I feel that I have always conducted myself with integrity and been respectful and supportive of my colleagues, many of whom I consider my closest friends. I never understood my communications to be unwanted, and I would have never thought they could possibly have made anyone feel uncomfortable. If anyone ever felt that way about their interactions with me, I am truly sorry," end quote. So it seems that he was replaced because of these complaints or allegations, or I don't know how you would put this, because apparently, it was found out to be true or something.
Oof. Whoa. Well, sounds like he really should have, from an average standpoint, if you're the head of something, don't message your female employees for flirtatious messages. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the simple one, two, three. It's like simple as 1, 2, 3. Don't send them flirtatious messages. Just be a normal dude. Get a dating app or go to a coffee shop. Don't try to mac on your own fucking employees because you're just opening yourself up to a fucking
Yeah.
HR disaster with an eventual
I think
kicked
this
out of your
guy's married.
position.
Oh, that's even
And
worse.
especially when he has a wife too.
I'm not sure,
I
but I think he is married.
Well,
That's
if he
worse.
does have a wife, dude, just go home to your wife. Why flirt with the employees?
Yeah.
You got something at home. But yeah, it's I could see why he was kicked out. He was really just acting like your typical
Yeah.
high school dude. Just
I think he left on his own volition. Uh,
uh,
yeah, he got replaced as the director of Marathon, and a month later he left the company.
I think that's the better way of saying someone probably told him, dude, you fucked up. You gotta go.
Yeah,
You can-
like me and Morb have been trying to do with you.
Yeah, I know. But no, sounds like dude really had it coming. This also teaches a pretty common lesson. Don't flirt with your female employees.
yeah,
It's
really,
easy as
just
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
But that's just my thoughts.
What
yeah.
do you think about this, Morb?
The same thing with Blade. Don't do it at work. Do it somewhere else. Don't ever do it at work. People just trying to work.
Yeah,
They're
just
gonna
go to a
try and start
coffee
a
shop.
relationship. They
Trying to
ain't
get
trying to
my
start a relationship
money
or
up.
anything like that. They're just trying to work. So don't just literally don't. Don't know why you would ever do that, but just don't. But that's pretty much it. Just really just don't ever do that.
Well said, boys. But if that's everything y'all got, I'll pass this on to Blade.
Oh boy. This little bit of news is to all the Yakuza and Like a Dragon fans out there. Sega has reportedly sent out an email survey. The detail of this survey are the usual. Have you heard about so-and-so series? However, one question in particular caught the eye of many people, and you may be wondering what that question was centered around. It was Yakuza. What the question that they were asking was, how do you feel about celebrity cameos? They also sent like a list alongside it with a survey for the taker to rate how much of an impact would the celebrity have on the purchase of the game. The list is as follows. The list was posted by Reddit user John Conquest. The list goes from Aidan Gallagher, Jack Black, Hiroyuki Sanada, Lionel Messi, Xavier Woods, Hank Azaria, Danny Trejo. He already appeared in Like a Dragon 8. Minoru Iwasaki, Rami Malek, Simone Biles, Dr. Dre, Frank Montana, Lady Gaga, Matthew Mercer, who voiced Majima in Like a Dragon 7, Shohei Otani, Keanu Reeves, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Vin Diesel, LeBron James, David Hayter, Seth Rogen, Kit Harington, Mark Hamill. Fun fact, he voiced Majima in the OG Yakuza for the PS2. Eminem, Ozzy Osbourne, and Billie Eilish. Yakuza series, obviously, they're no strangers to video games. Celebrities in their video games, from Jav models that appear in the game's many cabaret clubs, to pro wrestlers that you fight and recruit. There has also been a few American cameos in quotations, which are really just parodies. Two such parodies being Steven Spinning, which is a parody of Steven Spielberg and Miracle Johnson, obviously parody of Michael Jackson, who you both encounter in a sub-story in Yakuza 0. You know, I'm a longtime Yakuza fan, and I really hope that they, I don't want this series to just become, ooh, celebrity cameo in so-and-so game. I don't want it just devolve into a, which cameo made you point like Leo did in that scene. You know, I'm sure all these people would, do just fine. I know Danny Trejo and Daniel Day Kim did just fine in Like a Dragon 8.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't see the point of them bringing all these other big name actors other than just to, just simple point at the screen. That's bad. What are y'all's thoughts?
I mean, same here with you. I don't really want to see celebrities for much for me. Just like you don't really need to add celebrities just to make the game much more fun. You don't really need that. All right, you could just keep it the way it is. And for me, I am not a Yakuza fan. I'm gonna start playing it, but not playing other games right now. But I will soon. But I don't know much about the game either way. But I just don't know how I feel about just like cameos or just actors and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have someone else I don't even know who, so they can get the spotlight rather than an actor and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I don't mind seeing it, but it's just like don't add a lot.
Yeah, just do a simple one and done.
Yeah.
If they really don't hold that much like of a focal point in the story, then there's really no point. Like, oh, there's randomly Keanu Reeves, or oh shit, Vin Diesel just pulled up.
That would be crazy if it was there. Just randomly in the accusing game, Vin Diesel. It makes complete no sense, but
Family.
How about you, Six? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I agree, but I also see it's a good thing that they're asking their fans in a survey before just doing it and it immediately flopping. They at least have on record that people didn't want it.
Yeah.
I mean, and especially getting celebrity voice talent to be in a game can also lead to many delays in that game just because of that.
Yeah. Because they gotta really craft the schedule to fit whatever celebrity they pick's schedule.
Yeah, like fucking look at Arc 2. That was announced 4 years ago. And to have fucking Vin Diesel in it, and that shit still hasn't come out. I think it was delayed or just canceled indefinitely. I don't know what's going on with that anymore.
I think it's stuck in just development purgatory.
Which is good, because, I mean, Ark is a fun game and all, but it gets so repetitive after a while.
Yeah, it seems more like a game you have to play with friends or other people just to really, truly enjoy it.
Even then, it's still it becomes repetitive and boring.
Yeah. But with that being said, well, little thing before I end off this topic. If you own a Switch, ladies and gentlemen, you could play Yakuza Kiwami on October 24th. Only going for $19.99. So to anyone who owns a Switch, or just hop on the Yakuza train.
Nintendo!
Not a sponsor, by the way. I just really love the series.
They're gonna fucking sue us.
But they're not. It's Sega.
Still, we're talking about the Switch.
With that being said, I will pass the mic off to Six?
Morb.
Or Morb. Sorry, Morb. Sorry.
You need to learn this rotation, motherfucker.
You really
I'm
do.
sorry.
Come
I just mix it up, dude.
But fire you again.
on. All right. So, speaking on Nintendo, just yesterday,
Woo!
yeah, yesterday or today, I can't remember. Yesterday probably. Yeah, yesterday. Either way, yesterday, Nintendo Direct happened. Plus Indie World. If you don't know Indie World, it's pretty much indie world developer games. Solo developers and whatnot. So give them some love. Either way, it just came out yesterday, and of course, they available stuff that are available to play. For instance, literally yesterday, they said is available yesterday. It's out now. For instance, Pizza Tower. Pizza Tower is now available on Nintendo Switch. Now, for me, I never expected Pizza Tower to ever make it to Nintendo Switch. Like ever. Especially when Pizza Tower developers, whenever they released the Steam Deck version of it, how they said we finally got it on a handheld console rather than a red and blue handheld console. So for me, I was assuming Nintendo just flat out just told them no, your game is way too similar to Wario Land or whatever. So for me, that's what I thought. But hey, Nintendo finally let them in now. So now you can play Pizza Tower on the go again if you don't have a Steam Deck. But pretty much you got that. Of course, one of the pre-orders, and then of course you got pre-orders, of course. But one of the pre-orders that I am somewhat interested is another SpongeBob game. But Patrick starred the game, and that game, it looks like a sandbox game of it. Like it's weird. Patrick, you can see Patrick just moving around and just you can make him explode, and you just fly away, millions of yards away. But pretty much to me, that game it kind of looks like a sandbox to me, like Gmod in the sense. At least to me, I'm not too sure, but either way, that game is kind of interesting. I may get it, but I don't know. Either way, it is coming out on October 4th, so you only gotta wait a month. A little bit more than a month, but a month. But either way, you got that. Some other games that are already out now, of course, like Castlevania, the Dominus Collection, even Pico Park 2, if you want to play that. Other Nintendo games are coming out as well. But what are your guys' thoughts?
Woohoo! Pizza Tower and a new SpongeBob game?
Woo!
Yeah.
I haven't never played Pizza Tower outside of just really seeing the memes all over YouTube and Instagram.
This is the
But
first I'm hearing of it.
Uh,
I'll probably give it a try whenever. You said it's coming out when?
it's already out
Oh,
for the Switch. It's
I'll
already out, so you can play it
When
right
is
now.
already happening.
Yeah.
well, I'll definitely look into it when I get the chance.
You
But
should.
oh,
Pizza Tower is a really good game. It's kind of similar to Wario Land games, but it is pretty good.
just your typical side scroller.
Yep, and you run as fast as you can.
Consider me
You
sold.
are the gingerbread man.
I'll definitely check it out. Looks pretty interesting. But yeah, give it a little gander. But that's all I have to say.
We have to not get sued by Nintendo.
Yeah. Nintendo, we love your console.
I love
yay.
all the colors and the fact that it doesn't have stick drift.
Yeah, thank you,
I don't even
Nintendo.
know what stick drift means.
Uh,
You guys?
yeah, pretty
What,
much it
skip
means.
drift?
Yeah, pretty much it means there's dust on your analog stick,
Whoa, dust!
like under it, and so
Satire.
it causes it to drift. Yeah, I know it's sad. My controllers are already drifting, and I hate it.
I hate that. I hate anything that's not Nintendo.
Wah.
Yeah, thank you, Nintendo.
I think that's all we had for topics this week. We could talk about that trailer that just dropped that both of y'all sent me at the exact same fucking time.
We could do that. And I just got one more little topic.
Oh, take your topic and then we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
Seriously, both of y'all at the same fucking time sent me that.
For my last topic, Larian Studios has slowly making the preparations to shut the chapter on Baldur's Gate 3 with one
Woo!
final panel. It was just
End the
a
game.
good year ago actually, when Baldur's Gate 3 was released onto all platforms and became an instant fucking hit among gamers and critics alike. That really just praised the voice acting performances along with the many branching paths that you could take throughout the game. Fortunately, folks, all good things must come to an end, but in the form of one final panel. The final panel will kick off at the upcoming PAX West event, with publishing director Michael Cromwell Douse teasing in a tweet, "This will be a lively, cathartic panel, and probably the last time you'll see the guys talk about BG3's development in that. And we close the book and put our heads down for what's next." Obviously, this doesn't mean Larian is done with Baldur's Gate in general, with them eventually going to release Patch 7, which is a major update that will add the official mod kit, along with a variety of other fixes for characters, with many more patches to come down the line. And I believe when I was researching this, crossplay in a photo mode were teased to come down eventually. But then, possibly at this event, we'll see Larian show their two other projects they're working on that they have both stated are original IP. So that's definitely good news. I really hope they do something like Mass Effect just set in space. That would be really nice. Space game with Baldur's Gate 3 many branching paths. Woof. Be a fun time. What are y'all's thoughts?
Eh. I got bored of Baldur's Gate 3 very fast.
Mm.
I'm just starting to play it.
I am so sorry. I think it's just the fact that the people that I've played with have wanted to start over so many new fucking playthroughs. We never even.
You grew tired.
Yeah, I got so fucking tired of going through Act 1 like 10 fucking times. That it just felt like playing the same thing over and over again. Like, even though we did pick different choices and we played as different classes, it just felt like playing the exact same game over and over again. Like, it didn't feel like an actual RPG to me.
True definition of insanity.
Exactly.
Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the different result.
Yeah. Never saw the different result. But, I don't know, that might just be me. Probably is just me. I'm probably a minority here. In not liking the game, so my opinion will be invalid.
That's fair. What about you, Morb?
To be honest, never played Baldur's Gate, so.
Woo!
God damn it.
But either way, I would kind of feel like what 6, and I kind of feel like the same way. If they wanted to do Act 1 over and over again, I would just be bored. I'll be like, no, I don't want to do it anymore.
Uninstalled.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I did. So, Blade, what are your thoughts?
That's about it. If that's all y'all have to say, that concludes my topics for this week.
Unfortunate that you didn't have more.
Well, I did, but I'm gonna trim them down.
All right. So on to this this thing that both of y'all fucking sent me at the same time. The
Oh.
trailer for Sonic X Shadow. Oh, sorry. Sonic 3.
Wrong movie.
I was thinking about my search earlier.
Whoa.
So the trailer for Sonic 3 came out, and there's two things in the trailer that I was surprised to see. One, Jim Carrey, because he did retire from acting and said he would only come back if a script is good. So I guess he believes Sonic 3's script is pretty good. And there was that part in the trailer where Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails are facing off against Shadow in the middle of the city, and Knuckles goes in for an attack on Shadow, and he teleports, breaks his fucking hand knuckle,
Yeah.
and then just teleports behind them, knocks Tails out, and then just teleports like right in front of Sonic. That reminded me so much of the intro scene, like that plays during the Shadow the Hedgehog game, where he's teleporting all around the gun soldiers.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of immediately.
All it was missing was just the cocking SMG.
That's a masterful work of art.
What, a cocking SMG?
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly what SMGs do. Anyways.
That's what shotguns do.
No. I love that part of the trailer. That was chef's kiss. What do you guys think of that? Or think of the trailer?
Honestly, after that morning I sent it to you, I watched it, and I gotta say, I'm thoroughly surprised. Especially with them bringing Sonic onto the live silver screen. So it's definitely... It's nice to see Shadow finally get some love.
Yeah, he needs it. We need the Shadow 2. And then more Sonic X Shadow.
Yeah, I'm sure Keanu Reeves will definitely be a good Shadow.
Yeah.
He sounded pretty good in the trailer, if I say so myself.
Really did.
The funniest part is now you have two actors that were in the Cyberpunk game in a Sonic movie.
I think Cyberpunk game failed on its own, honestly.
It didn't fail, it just got better.
I think it failed.
Just got better.
I mean, if a game gets removed from a marketplace entirely, I think it failed.
To be fair, that was when it was originally slacking pretty hard.
So it failed.
Failed, then came back.
Still failed.
Yeah, still failed. Still counts as a failed.
But yeah, I thought I'm definitely gonna go see it. I'm pretty hyped for it, especially to see Jim Carrey back. Fucking hey.
It's amazing that Jim Carrey came back. Honestly, I wasn't expecting him to either.
Maybe he likes these films.
Really, I would hope so.
I mean, if I recall, I think he was only doing serious films for a good while.
Yeah,
nice to see
after
him
like a solid career in comedy films, like Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber. He has great range.
Yeah, I think there's always the thing that how comedy actors can be some of the best actual serious actors. Like Adam Sandler was pretty good in fucking Uncut Gems.
Adam Sandler's just good in anything.
Not everything. Jack and Jill.
He acted with himself and said Al Pacino wants to play Twister with your sister. That's obviously award-winning.
That's award-winning.
It's not his fault you don't understand art.
Is this just going to be like the Rick and Morty memes? My IQ is too low to understand Rick and Morty.
Well, your IQ is low.
Well, I tried taking an IQ test and I had to fucking pay for that shit. And I ain't paying.
That proves that you're just too stupid.
Yep.
No, that just proves I see a con when I know it.
The only con is us still paying you.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Y'all haven't paid me anything.
Yeah. You're still paying for everything, so...
You call tokens to Chuck E. Cheese fucking payment?
Well, we did take you out to a nice dinner the other night.
Yeah, y'all took me to Chuck E. Cheese. The animatronics didn't even work.
No, we were around the Chuck E. Cheese area.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll definitely see Sonic 3.
Same here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, of course, it's following the story of Sonic Adventure 2, but it's really not. It is following the story of Sonic Adventure 2, but of course, they're changing some things, like the ending of that trailer, Dr. Robotnik's grandfather being alive, which, if you ever play Sonic Adventure 2, his grandfather is not alive. All the reason we know about his grandfather is because of the recordings he did of himself talking about Project Shadow. So, it's definitely interesting seeing his grandfather being alive. So I'm wondering what they're gonna do with that.
I just want to know if Maria's gonna be alive or not at the end of the movie.
She probably won't.
And
She's gonna get killed, 100%.
that's gonna be the best part of the movie.
Yep.
What?
What? You never knew that?
He's clearly never played the masterpiece that is the Shadow game,
You
where
never
Maria, a little blonde girl, gets fucking gunned down by a gun soldier.
And in Sonic Adventure 2 as well.
Well,
his
unfortunately, I haven't been graced with Shadow the Hedgehog's presence.
Well, there's his origin story. He made a best friend, a girl named Maria. And the government was gonna try and kill Shadow. Maria sends Shadow back to Earth. They were in the space colony arc, whatever, and then Maria gets shot down by the government. So there you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
While Shadow just went back to Earth because of Maria.
Maria!
That's why he says Maria a lot. If you ever know.
Huh.
It's
Yep.
amazing, really.
And that's why he hates the government.
Comedy gold. This episode's gonna get banned, huh?
Yeah, but
We got Shadow, so we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Go see it. Do not
Yeah.
sleep
Go
on
see
it.
it,
Go see
everyone.
it.
Buy the tickets right now.
Yes.
You
Buy
have to
it.
go dressed up as Shadow and Sonic.
What? No
Yep.
Knuckle?
No, just
No,
Shadow and Sonic.
Man, you capping. Not
Go
even
Shadow.
online.
Knuckles.
It's Shadow X Sonic, not Shadow X Knuckles.
Go online. Buy the soap shoes. Buy the branded soap shoes. No matter how much it costs, go buy them and wear them.
Soap
So that way-
shoes.
Yeah. In Sonic Adventure 2, little fun fact here. In Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic shoes. If you ever see Sonic shoes, pretty much, Sega actually released the actual shoes for it. You could have bought back in the day. Can't remember what year, but this was back when Sonic Adventure 2 came out on the Sega Saturn, I believe. Either way, there was branding of soap all over, with the Sonic shoes all over in the game. But you could have bought the shoes in real life. Real life Sonic shoes you could have bought back in the day. But of course, it's 2024 and those shit are expensive. So if you have the money, go buy some.
Go buy it. And then just don't name yourself Blade.
Don't.
But I
I
think
did.
that just about
I
wraps us up.
I had one more topic. It's a
Oh.
quickie.
I thought you were done after the last one.
Yeah.
No, I actually just found the other page.
Oh, you motherfucker. Alright, get it over with.
PlayStation
Son of a
5
bitch.
just might become a little more expensive in the land of the rising sun. An announcement
Oh,
made by Sony on the Japanese PlayStation blog. Sony
yeah.
PS5 will increase in price on account of the recent challenging external
Huzzah.
environment. Shut up! Including the current fluctuations in the global economic situation, the impact it will have on our business. That's what they said in their statement. Price hikes are always going to happen, unfortunately. But for those who reside in Japan, the price changes are as followed: 66,980 yen, which translates to 465, will be increased to 79,980 yen, which is 550 in US dollars. This is just for the PS5 disc version. For the digital version, however, it will
Yeah.
go from 59,980 yen to 72,980 yen, which is 417 to 507. That's just for the digital version. Price hike will go into effect September 2nd. Accessories such as the DualShock wireless controllers, along with the PS VR2, will also be experiencing a hike in price as well. All the price hikes have been more prevalent in Japan, some occasionally in the UK. It's unknown whether these price hikes will be enforced in the US, but it is not out of the realm of possibility, unfortunately. But what are y'all's thoughts before I wrap it up?
Um,
I don't own a PlayStation.
for me,
Get
you know,
one.
I feel kind of sad, you know, because there's a lot of people out there that still don't have a PS5, you know. They're still
Like
playing
me.
last gen consoles, yeah. Or they just don't want to get PS5s. But either way, you know, I just feel sad that they're just increasing the price. They shouldn't, but you know,
Yeah,
they shouldn't. Just
yeah, they
keep it
really
already.
should.
500 is a lot. You don't need to add more to it. All right?
Yeah,
They should they should decrease the price, especially to their VR headset. The second one, I am sorry, I am not paying $550 just for a VR headset. I am sorry. Just please downgrade it, please. I'm willing to spend 500, not 540 or whatever much it costs.
Did I
Still
tell
low.
you that PS3 controller didn't work?
Oh,
I told you. I fucking told you.
You didn't fucking say shit, you motherfucker.
I tried telling you that was not the official controller, but you looked at me like I was stupid.
Because you are stupid.
I know how
oh,
to identify a counterfeit. Or
I
a
would
It
say to
still should have
return it.
worked. That's
I would say
the
yeah.
thing.
I would say return it, but I think it's already past the due date to return
Yeah. I
Yeah.
lost that receipt too.
it.
We can blame Blade.
Yeah.
You're the one who bought it.
You're the stupid one here, so
Yeah. You hypnotized him in order to buy it.
yeah. You said buy it. They can
Well,
do no wrong.
shut up. But with that being said, if you're in Japan, these obviously will affect you once September 2nd rolls around.
That's in
But
a
to
few
others
days.
in but to others in this side of the earth, we may be safe just for now. But with that being said, that concludes the topics I had.
Are you sure? You don't have an extra one laying around?
Nope, that was the only page I found.
You
You
sure? You
sure?
better not be lying to us. Don't lie.
I'm positive.
We'll find out.
Yeah. I'm about to go to end it. He's like, wait, I got more.
Wait, yeah, I've actually found one. It's called I Told You So.
Oh.
Shut up,
You shouldn't have
bitch.
bought that controller.
You shouldn't be a bitch.
You're just mad because I'm right.
No, I'm mad because you're annoying.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
That was
gotta hurt.
actually kind of mean.
Stop
Okay, you
crying.
don't have to cry about it, bitch.
But yeah, that's all I had to say. I don't really have any more topics.
I want to know when you're gonna install fucking Minecraft.
Yeah, same here.
I get to my console.
Well, stop being a bitch.
Start now.
Okay, Jesus.
We've been
Bitch.
waiting for 5 years now.
Fucking
We're
5 years.
literally on here right now. Working our asses off on this house.
Uh-huh.
You know what? We don't have to explain ourselves to you. Right, Morb?
We don't.
He refuses to pay us.
Exactly.
No, I'll pay y'all when I get paid.
We need to buy equipment.
Oh, obviously. But we gonna end this episode?
In a minute, yeah.
Oh boy. Y'all get to sit with us for the rest of the runtime.
Yeah. Sit with Blade, and you know what? Y'all should make him think about what he's done.
I've done no wrong. Y'all should leave in the comments that Six shouldn't have bought that PS3 controller.
Y'all should tell him to fuck off.
Exactly.
That where usually you'd see the PlayStation icon where that little button is at the bottom was just a P3.
I knew that was there.
That wasn't. You said it was the official controller when it wasn't.
It is official.
No, it's not. It's a
It's
knockoff.
very official.
Very
you dumb
official.
motherfucker.
You don't want me to? I'll go grab my PS3 controller and I'll show you what's
You
genuine.
mean the one that I asked you for months ago?
I told you. I told you I ordered this fucking PS3 off of eBay.
That's
no,
eBay.
you didn't.
You know what?
I would remember.
I'll show you, motherfucker.
I'm gonna show you that being nice is free.
What the hell does that mean?
You don't have to be a dick.
Well, I do have 2 arms and legs,
No, you don't.
so I can't be a dick.
Morb, let's take away his money.
Yes.
Oh man.
So, we'll end it here, I guess.
Yep.
Remember to keep physical media alive. Tell Blade he's wrong every second of the day.
Yes. Tell him.
Even if you think he's right, tell him he's wrong.
Keep physical media alive, and remember, folks, brush your teeth before you go to bed, and look both ways before you cross the street.
And always wipe.
Yep.
I'm sure everyone knows how to wipe.
You'd be surprised.
Make sure.
Yeah.
It's Dorcia. Dorcia.
Yeah.
Correct way.
Dorcia.
Dorsha.
Dorcia.
Dorcia.
All right,
And,
folks, leave it in the comments.
We'll send out a copy of Paul Allen's card.
Yeah.
Along with our card.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.
Later.